Hey guys, so for this video I'll be talking about Blackpink's debut and my opinions on them and some small little rants that I have in my mind. I really wanted to wait to make this video. I was also on vacation, so I didn't really have time, but I did take the time to look into the songs, listen to them, learn a little bit more about the members, watch some of their few live stages, and kind of get my mind together what I wanted to say. And since I didn't want to completely make a video exactly when they just released 2 music videos, since I needed to get used to the songs to see maybe if I liked them more over time or if I didn't like them a lot after listening to them for a while. So the first half of the video I'll just talk about my opinion of the members in general, of the songs and the music videos, and what I want from them in the future. And near the other second half, I will just talk about some of the issues that have been talked about and some of the hate that they're getting. In no way I hate Blackpink. I really have no problem with them. I just have some issues with YG and how he's promoting these girls, and also talk about some issues with YG and 21 and why a lot of these things are happening. And so I'll just now talk about the girls. So Blackpink is composed of 4 members. So now I'll first talk about with Jennie. So Jennie in general seems to be one of the core members of the group. A rapper, singer, dancer. She's very, very pretty. So on stage she's very charismatic. She kind of pulls all the girls together in when they're performing. If I were to pick a girl who can be the leader of the group, I would have to pick her. She seems to be the most ready and just has this leader qualities to her. Even though I don't know a lot about them, she does seem to come across as the leader of the group, even though they don't have one. Then we have Rose or Rose. I don't know how you say her name yet, but if I had to pick one of my favorite or my favorite girl, it would have to be her. When it comes to K-pop, the people who I like the most usually have the most original or are the main vocalist. So in this case, it's Rose. So I do like her the most. She has a really unique tone, and this is one of the cool things about, or one of the things I like about YG groups, that they usually have these unique vocalists, and that's Rose and Blackpink. So in my opinion, sometimes it's better to have a unique vocalist and having someone who can belt all these songs, because it makes a lot of the songs just a Blackpink song or a Big Bang song, or those, like for instance, like Infinite has Sungyu, and his voice is just extremely unique. So when you hear his voice in the chorus or in certain parts of Infinite songs, you instantly think it's an Infinite song. So for Blackpink, I think Rose is gonna be that, and I just really like her voice. Then Jisoo, she seems to be more of the pretty girl of the group, but decent dancer, vocalist, and kind of like the face of the group. So I don't really have a lot of thoughts about her. I like her. She seems like a nice member. Don't have any issues with her. Hopefully she gets to develop more vocally. In the lives, it's really difficult to really say who's good or not, because sometimes they're lip singing, or they're not, or they're tired. So it's just difficult to really analyze her, even though it's really early on in their debut. So there's always time, room for improvement if you really work hard. So hopefully we get to see her more develop her voice over time. And then last, Lisa, I think in my opinion, she's probably the most energetic and charismatic member of all of them. She seems just happy to be performing, always bringing all her energy on stage, even in the music videos. Her dancing, best dancer of the group, you can tell instantly. I see her having the most improvement over time. I don't know about her singing yet, but rapping, she seems pretty okay at it. And of course, she has to work harder than all the other three girls since she is the non-Korean member of the group. So in order to gain kind of like the public's acceptance of her and the group, she needs to work really hard. So I think she's definitely shining in this group, and hopefully we get to see more of her improvement in hopefully her voice as well, not just rapping. So for the song Whistle and Boombaya, I don't have any problem with the songs. They're not very out of this world or extraordinary. They're pretty easy to listen to. At first I didn't like Boombaya that much because it's that usual YG party sound that sometimes I really like, or sometimes it takes time for me to like. Boombaya grew over time for me, so but it's not like I like it a lot, but every now and then I find myself humming to the song or just playing it in my head. And then Whistle has a more calm, relaxing sound, so they're nothing different from what you would expect from YG, so not bad but not amazing, just okay. It's nothing that you haven't heard before from a YG group. And what I expect from them is just hopefully improvement. The girls seem to have, all four of them are extremely solid when it comes to talent. So they're very polished, and in terms of looks, probably one of the, if not the prettiest one girl group that it's out right now that are rookies. Comparing them to the big three, because usually a lot of people compare them with the big three labels, so YG, SM, and JYP. So we have Twice and Red Velvet and Blackpink. In my opinion, I think Blackpink is probably the strongest one out of the four, because the girls in general can really stand alone. I think so. In my opinion, I think maybe a lot of the Blackpink members can really stand on their own. Unlike some of the members in Red Velvet or Twice, especially, since they're very unstable when it comes to talent. Some members are really good at singing, or some members are extremely good at dancing, and some members are not good at dancing, and some members just can't really sing. So YG really put his cards on making this group. My only issue with them, with Blackpink right now, is that they don't seem to really click together or have that chemistry yet. Sometimes it takes a while for some groups to really connect, and I know he said that he has been playing this debut for like 2 years now, but it just doesn't seem like the girls are really extremely connected, which is one of the things that I kind of analyzed or felt. I don't know if I'm the only one who's feeling that. So no problems with that. So now to more of, I guess, like the more critical part of this whole debut, and Blackpink just being criticized for things that is not in their hands, or it's not their fault. So obviously there's that 21 similarity that everybody's talking about. They're obviously being extremely similar. They're in the same label. They have the same producer. Probably the same people are designing their clothes. So there's no way to really deny that they're very, or if not exactly the same. In my opinion, YG really planned this group to, in a way, replace 21, or just try to imitate the same way 21 was, how 21 came to be, even though it was not really planned. How 21 really was born. But how I compare them to 21 is, I talk about this about about this in with my Google Plus friends like Mason or in Travel 360, in Google Plus. So if you want to go over there, I have some good friends over there, and we talk about things really when things come out or anything like that. We usually just comment on it quickly before we make a video or something. So how I compare them was kind of like a mirror of each member. So for instance, like CL is very similar to Jennie. Like she gets how the songs are really structured are how 21 songs would be sung. So Jennie gets some singing parts and rapping parts, and they're very similar to how CL would sing them in the songs. Of course, it's not her fault. She's being told what to do by Teddy and all those YG producers. So she's singing the way she's being told to. Bomb is very similar to Rose or Rose. Still don't know how what her name is pronounced, but just the vocal tone, they're very different, but just how the song is very similar to how Bohm would sing certain parts of the song. So she's always getting the chorus. Rose is always getting the chorus, and just that unique edge that gives the group. So Bomb, for instance, Bomb, in my opinion, has one of the most beautiful tones in K-pop. She's not the best singer out there, but when you instantly hear her voice, you know it's a 21 song. So it's very evident that Rose was picked for those parts of the songs that Bohm would sing. And then for Dara, she reminds me a lot of Jisoo. But Jisoo, I guess, is a little bit better at singing and better at dancing. And then Minji is similar to Lisa. So Lisa's very energetic on stage, very charismatic, extremely good dancer, and obviously rapping. But Minji sang a little bit more, so I guess that's what's missing to see if Lisa can do sing as well as Minji does. The thing with 21 is that 21 wasn't planned as what they became or came to be, because all of them were destined to be solo artists, but then they were put together, and as Teddy was recording some songs, it clicked and sounded really well, and then that became the 21 sound that we all grew to love and know. So the whole style of the songs, the structure of how the songs are being created is very similar to 21, and I think that was the purpose or what YG wanted, since 21 got such a great response with all of their songs. And the concepts, of course, very YG. He's not trying to set them apart. He said he was not trying to make them different. So now touching on the issues I have with this. So I think these girls deserve better than just being told to mimic another group. They deserve to get more original type of songs, concepts. So they're known as Blackpink, not just 21 2.0 or whatever everybody is calling them. Because in my opinion, I think they're all really talented and they deserve a lot of success because they worked really hard to get to where they are. And hopefully we do get to see that over time. And now for the part I guess this part is for the Blackjacks or 21 fans who are really angry with Blackpink, and why I understand why Blackpink just debuted out of nowhere with nobody expecting it, and why YG is doing all of these things and basically abandoning 21. We all don't know what's truly going on with 21 members and their label, or them wanting to be releasing music, or maybe Bomb wanting to take a break. or CL just not wanting to promote as much with the girls. Nobody really knows what's truly going on, but one thing is for sure that you can definitely see if you are. They're just very logical things that I think I would do as a business person or analyze as a business person, which is why YG is doing all of this. So, 21, the thing with 21 is that a key issue with them is the fact that, well, now Minji is not part of the group anymore. And another thing is that their age. So one thing a lot of 21 fans don't realize that is that in K-pop, you really have to, in a way, debut quite young to last a little bit longer. And the age range with 21 is extremely different for each member when they were 4. Minji was so young and Bohm was in her 20s already. Now they're in their 30s. Dara and Bohm are in their 30s. If you're expecting for them to continue to do all of these things in K-pop, it's quite difficult to see anyone, especially a girl group, get to do all of these things. It's just how the K-pop world kind of works. The most popular girls right now are quite young. You're not going to see. Well, just think of it. Look at all the older girl groups that were popular back then, like Finkel or SES. A lot of these girls are not as popular anymore. Maybe only Ichiori, and she's taking a break. But even now, she doesn't have as much fans. But for 21, they're really... Dara and Bohm are quite old now, so even though I'm a huge fan of them, maybe they just want to take a break now or just kind of settle with their lives. They done a lot over these past few years, and now they're in their 30s, so I think it's quite difficult to say 21 is going to release or go full back on promotions as a group, as a trio, and promote as much as they did when they first debuted it. It's just difficult. They're not going to be as energetic on stage and everything. It's not like in the US where you get to see Katy Perry or Britney still perform. It's a lot more different in K-pop. So what I really see individually for the members is CL trying her solo thing to see if it works or not. She's probably the only one that really has or a future, I guess, in music, because she has a lot of connections with producers, writers, and fashion designers. She's been doing a lot of work. I listened to her song Lifted. It wasn't my style. Hopefully it breaks out. I always wish the best for her. But in my opinion, she's in a way wasting a lot of her time. But when it comes to the US music industry, you really have to analyze things. A lot of these artists take 2 or 3 years to make an album. It's not like in K-pop where you usually expect an album at least once a year or sometimes 2 albums a year if you're getting mini albums. And that's just not how it works in the US. Very few artists release an album in a year, and they just usually pull out some singles and milk that album in a way for 2 years, sometimes 3 years. So she's working on it, and I guess some fans are just giving up on her. In my honest opinion, I didn't like Lifted that much. But best. I always wish the best for her. So she's probably gonna try to do the most musically by releasing songs. So she's getting a lot of opportunities. Then Bohm, I just don't really have anything to say much. She's my bias in 21. I adore her. She's just, she's the reason why I got into 21. Her voice is just extremely unique, and I'm very sad that sometimes she doesn't really take care of it, and she just gets sick a lot, or she's not practicing. But we don't know what's really going on in her life. She's going through a lot of issues right now, and we really haven't really seen anything from her now for 2 years. And what I've always wanted from Bomb was just Bomb. It's just a 21 album, a solo album from her. She always kills it when she features on other people's songs, or even gets her own two. She has two solo tracks, "Don't Cry" and "You and I," and those are one of my favorite K-pop songs. So I really hope YG gives her an opportunity, and then she just breaks out, and some people just forget about her whole drug scandal. For Dara, I just see her as an actress now. She's seems to be getting a lot more into television and promoting as a host, or being a fixed member on a TV show, and she's participating a lot more in drama. So I can see her growing more towards that side, because Dara is not the strongest vocally or performing. She really gravitated, or got that energy from the girls when they were performing, and it just all worked well. And for Minji, she left YG. She's now in another label. Hopefully she's getting a lot of good writers and producers so she can develop or create a solid album. Obviously, I would try to support it. She is the one with the most potential, and went 21. This is the first time seeing them grow through time, since I've been into 21 since they debuted, and she is the one that grew the most, and she still has so much to grow. She debuted when she was like 15 or something, so she's still so young and has a lot to show the world. She has a great tone in her voice. She's probably the most stable live. She can rap, she can dance. She just has everything to just become a great solo artist. And the reason why she left YG was because, just think if you were her, you can't just be stuck with a group that is probably not going to continue or promote as much because of all these issues with their ages, and some of the other members having other ambitions. And she just never even got the opportunity to get a solo song, just a duo with CL when they first debuted, with that they came out when they first debuted around that time with Please Don't Go. And I think she just was tired of it, and YG tried to blame it all on her. And now that 21 is pretty much kind of over, not officially, but it's really difficult to really say 21 is going to release more music, if not just a lot of music. And that's the reason why Blackpink was just suddenly announced after the whole contract issues with Minji and her leaving. He probably just was waiting on that decision, that final solid decision of her not returning to the group and coming out with these girls, and probably giving them a whole lot of tracks that could have been potential title tracks, singles, and music videos for 21. So there's also this whole rumor thing with YG releasing a new girl group, since the whole group was supposed to be like 9 or 10 members or something like that, but now they're divided. And he's trying to obviously do the same thing he did with Winner and Icon, releasing them with a year apart. I just hope Blackpink doesn't suffer from maybe the other group getting more attention from the label, and then just waiting to get a comeback. So I just hope, all I want from YG is just to get off that his high horse, and just let everybody get their equal share, and get them as much opportunities as they can, because even though you can say Big Bang didn't come out with an album for a long time, they did get eight music videos. They're constantly getting solo songs, solo albums. It's not like they never promoted. They just halted their activities as a group, but they always were. You always had one of the members releasing music every year. So I just don't want that to happen. What happened to Winner to Blackpink, or not even just to Winner, to Lehigh and Akmu and Gummy and all his previous artists, when he basically abandoned them. And hopefully he learns to just schedule during the year, and just like SM does, even though sometimes they may not get the best music videos and best songs, at least they do get the opportunity to promote at least once a year, or maybe get solos or things like that, and just throughout the year release music, not just have 3 artists promote a bunch during the year and then leave everybody behind. And I think that's the main issue YG stands out with him, and why I can't fully support all of the things he puts out. For instance, when he released those 4 singles for the Made album, and the packaging was just ridiculous. The Exit series was just a joke. Winner haven't been doing much musically. At least they had a show. Icon is just releasing remakes of their songs in Japanese. It's just a whole issue with him. And as of lately, I don't think YG is releasing the best music out of all the labels. They are releasing some good songs or some solid albums, but I think he needs to stop with that mindset and just let a lot of these groups promote more on TV shows or music programs. He just needs to stop doing all of these things and thinking that every one of his group is Big Bang and they can do all of that. So that's just my whole opinion on Blackpink and some issues that are involved with them, with the criticism that they've been getting for being compared to 21. But just remember, it's not the girl's fault, but it's YG's fault by basically giving them the same concepts, the same sound, the same everything. And, it's just how it works. So you either love them or hate them, but just think twice before you leave a comment down on their videos insulting the girls and just degrading them, because they're doing what they love, and the only thing we can do is either support them or just not support them. I think we all have that choice. I think I might buy their debut mini album if the songs are better, but as of now, I don't think that it's anything different that I haven't listened to. And I'm hoping that in the end a lot of these things get fixed in YG, because I think it's really unfair for both fans and artists that are of the label. And thank you guys for watching the video, and maybe comment down below your opinions on Blackpink and what you want to hear from them, and maybe we can continue talking and see how they improve over time. I will try to film as much as I can, but I will be starting school tomorrow. When I'm filming this video, I start school tomorrow, but I'll try to show you guys some albums I ordered that I didn't arrive, that I didn't get to put in my haul. Some of the albums are Beast, Highlight, NCT 127, debut album, Wonder Girls' Why So Lonely single, BAP's Put 'Em Up. What else? Yeah, that's all I can remember right now. So thank you for watching, and I'll be trying to message the winners for my giveaway when I just get time and get to message them, because I know sometimes people get messages from other people saying threatening them or something like that. So Thank you for watching, and I'll be doing a Q&A video soon when I have time. Bye.